Welcome to Rom Wills, Money Matters. We need more black business owners. And I know this might seem synonymous with more black businesses, but listen closely to what I'm saying in this particular podcast. Because yes, of course, we need more business. We definitely need more businesses, and that comes with black business owners. Because that's actually a little bit more expansive than just saying black business. Because often when we think black business, we think about barbershops, hair salons, maybe some little small stores, different things. But the thing is, if you have the owners could be in any business. Like you have a lot of black franchise owners. Like franchising ain't a bad thing, getting in part of a corporation. Like you say something like McDonald's. Shoot, they have a lot of black franchisees, a lot of businesses and stuff. But you're in a position of, somewhat ownership. I mean, you still got to answer to the corporation to an extent, but you have a lot of autonomy and stuff. But it's not even so much about the actual businesses owned. When I say black business owners, you need more people in the black community just with that mindset. I'm going to emphasize the word owners because I'm going to tell you what, there is a world of difference between the mindset of an owner of a business and an employee. There's a big difference. Any of my business owners out there, you can attest to this, especially when you worked on a business. When you've been an employee before. Because think about the employee. The employee, most employees, let's be real. They'll go to work, make their money, come home, don't think anything of it. As soon as they step off that job, they're thinking, I'm going home. They know how to behave a certain way. They know how to follow. But unfortunately, they're at the whims of the owners. See, the owner is the real power. Not even the manager of a store. People think, they're the manager of a store. No, you got some owners. They never set foot in the store. They'll never set foot in the actual store. They'll have people for it. Like, I'm going to tell you what, like I was aware of this popular store that's in a lot of malls in urban areas. And they sell the typical urban stuff. And I remember asking one of the employees, I was like, is this black owned? They was like, nah, it's owned by a Jew. Yet I guarantee that Jew will never set foot in there. And I've seen other businesses like that. I've seen plenty of businesses you might think they're black owned, but they're not. Now, I ain't hating on anybody owning some business catering to the black community and they making their money, but I'm saying that could be, that same business could be owned by a black person. And see, here's the thing with that. Like I said, it's not even so much about the actual business, but it's about the mindset. See, we need more of an ownership mindset in the community. We need that mindset. See, psychologically, a lot of what we do, and particularly in the African American community, specifically in the African American community, because let me make a difference there, isn't it? Even though I might say black people, I mean, if you talk about, indigenous continental Africans or, blacks from the Caribbean, well, they already got their ownership mindset. They already got their ownership mindset. They come over and start looking for it. If you know where to look, you can find a whole bunch of businesses owned by either Africans or Caribbeans and stuff. But African Americans, foundational black Americans, need to get that mindset. You can own this business. And not only that, just the idea that someone goes into a business they know is black owned. Now, I know there's some other stuff, sometimes people be trying to get the hookup and all of that, but it sends a message. It changes the overall mindset. Like, I'm going to tell you what, I dealt with this Korean young lady one time, learned a whole lot. And she was 20 at the time. She was 20, but she was already looking into businesses. Her mindset was already business. And that's one thing I'll give to the Koreans. It was like always looking at like whatever they got to do. But see, that's a mindset thing. See, the thing is, when you got some business owners, they already got a certain mindset. They passing it on to their children. They usually in networks, but people can see that. It's a diff. They walk different. Like owners, I don't care what the race is, they walk different. They have more of a sense of a responsibility. They're more into whatever service that they're providing. And we need that mindset. It's not even so much the actual business, but just the mindset. The mindset is like, oh, how come? Let's just own this. Let's just own this. And it could be anything from a sole proprietorship to a major corporation. Even if it's small, you own it. Like I remember this black bookstore owner. He said, hey, this is his space. This is his space. That was very key for him. That was a very key understanding. And really, I learned a lot from him. He was a mentor in a way. Peace be unto his soul. Peace be unto him, because he was a black Muslim. But I learned a lot from him. I learned a lot. And a lot of my business mindset came from him and other black bookstore owners. And in fact, even came in my family, because they were always like working to own something. Like I had an uncle and aunt. They actually owned a little takeout place. It didn't succeed. And I already knew why. I looked at it. I said, they ain't going to get a lot of people here. And they found out later it had been a front for a numbers running operation when they bought it. So they was like, oh, we ain't going to make that money. But even in the failure business, they had that mindset of owning. And it rubbed off on me. Part of the thing that rubbed off on me is, hey, my grandmother, she owned property, even owned commercial property and everything. And they were always looking into a business. They had some business ideas. And even just the act of it, but it has an effect on everyone around you, your children, everything. Now imagine you get that in a community, you get a few actual business owners. The little kids, they're looking at that and say, hey, I want to do that. It changes the mindset. And it's just the concept. All it is a concept of ownership. Now, what you actually own, that's, depends on what your skills is. And like I said, technically, even franchisees own their business, but whatever it is, that ownership thing has to come to the forefront. All right. So anyway, y'all know the deal. Let's go make that money.